the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Walker on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Seahawks are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And they'll run again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football, and if you're going to throw it.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie, the things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Harris. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Returnable for Lockett. Now a hit and a loose football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
They'll try the left side. Fields. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Harris. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late and bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Hey, check that, street.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 31, Watson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Watson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks! Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down now, it's Fields. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown right to him earlier. They should have done otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now it's Lockett. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Watson on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down, it's Fields. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 41. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now Harris, off play action. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And he's down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time, that little bit of a special teams breakdown, that field goal was blocked.
Yeah, everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Harris. He's airing it out for Williams. A big pickup of 38.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you want backs when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Fields. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And remember, he had 1 blocked earlier. Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Head to the line, facing a 3rd and 7, following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Harris. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
No gain on the play there, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Operating from the gun, Harris. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Watson. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Fields. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing up to other places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Harris to throw on 3rd down. He's got him in. complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your...
He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
To throw is Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 60 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Harris on 3rd down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Harris. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Cardinals on third down. And right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for Arizona. This is taken at about the 14. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be caught downfield by Finn. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might have run into traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
To throw is Harris. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Harris now from the gun on 3rd down. $15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run on first down. It's Fields. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Harris. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now Harris on 1st and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
There's no approval about the gain there on 2nd down. That's a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now there's a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
19,
They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On first down, it's Fields. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the run. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll keep it on the ground. Fields. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one seeing going to make the road back a little more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.